Um, okay, so Director Hayward, let me get this straight. She can bend reality into TV sitcoms. She got her powers from an Infinity Stone, and she damn near killed Thanos single-handedly. Okay, so one missile should do it then, right? Welcome back, all you Fabricans and Fleshbags, to the Super Not Funny Show reviews. I am Jen Thépuppét, your friendly neighborhood Fabrican and commenter extraordinaire on all things pop culture. Today I'll be giving you my thoughts on the latest episode of WandaVision, streaming on Disney+. We're looking at episode 5 entitled On a Very Special Episode. Was it good? Was it bad? And should you be watching? Let's find out, because I have opinions about things. Alright, so we're going to do non-spoilers first, and afterwards it's going to be all spoilers and speculation. So let's get it! Holy shit! That is how you follow a huge episode with an even bigger one. Marvel seems intent on breaking the internet, and if they didn't, it's not for lack of trying. Episode 5 would have been a worthy follow-up to the greatly satisfying We Interrupt This program. But that final revelation, though, it's clear that from this point on, there's no going back to the sitcom-only episodes. It's all for the best, in my opinion. The juxtaposition of the Technicolor Dreamland and the flatter tones of the MCU symbolizes the gap between Wanda and Sword, fantasy and reality. Once we've seen what's behind the curtain, we have to see it all in order to understand what's actually happening. What's actually happening is pretty chilling. Wanda is controlling the situation. She's doing it purposefully, and she's hurting the people she's controlling. Is she gone too far? A threat to be dealt with? Not everyone agrees, particularly Monica, Darcy, and Jimmy. But despite their best efforts, Wanda views the outside interference as a threat, and she ain't having any of it. Meanwhile, inside Westview, the twins grow. Things are way too convenient, and Agnes is being weird. The cracks in the facade, and that's an apt analogy, I'll tell you what, are starting to show. It's clear that with Sword actively trying to breach Westview, Wanda is becoming stretched too thin trying to hold all of it together. Vision is suspicious and finds clues to the truth, leading to a tense and unsettling argument over Wanda's actions, where she doesn't quite admit to what she's doing. And then there's that final revelation to break the internet. Episode 5 is a stunning episode of TV. It answers some questions, but asks a lot more. It's eerie and enlightening, foreboding and fantastical. Inside or outside of Westview, the dramatic prowess of the actors lays upon a solid narrative framework, delivering a satisfying story that hits every emotional beat. You want to root for Wanda, but have a sinking feeling that she is in fact the bad guy, and that this is all going to end very badly. What can Sword do? And what's up with Agnes? This, I think, is must-see TV, and I can't wait until next Friday for episode 6. That's my spoiler-free review of episode 5 on a very special episode. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to see more videos from the Super Not Funny Show, and hit that notification bell to be one of the first to know when we drop new videos. Want to share your opinion? Drop us a comment down below, email us at supernotfunnyshow@gmail.com, or send a message at supernotfunnys1 on Twitter. That's all for the non-spoiler, so if you haven't seen the episode and you don't want to get spoiled, get on out of here, and we'll see you next time. They all gone? Good. All right, stop. Spoiler time. Let's go. Let's get it. It's the 80s, yo. It looks so much like the 80s. I've seen a lot of people talking about it, but hey, if you've seen 80s sitcoms, late 80s sitcoms, you know what this whole set looks like. And let's just say that opening montage and and the opening song, so 80s, so very 80s, pretty damn cool. We got magical babies, and Wanda can't magic them. Why not? She literally says, "Why won't you do what I want?" Which, let me say, is telling about her character in this show. And hey, all the convenient shit that just happens. It's as if someone's running a sitcom. It's why would she not think someone might not notice it? Like Vision. I do love Agnes. She is the best. The moment she breaks character, it is crazy. It's like she knows she's an actor in Wanda's production, and she's checking with her director to make sure that she's following the direction correctly. Assuming there's going to be another take, which implies that they've done multiple takes before and we just haven't seen it. But it also implies that Agnes is very different from the others in Westview. I did like how Wanda pretended not to know or notice what Agnes did, and that Vision is just like, what the fuck, what is this, and doesn't buy that explanation. It was, I guess it's supposed to be funny, but it's just tense as hell, and just adding the laugh track back in during that whole thing it is just so off-putting. And I do like, again, as an actor, Agnes just jumps right back into character immediately. In fact, she's maybe a little manic, as if she's afraid that she's not pleasing Wanda. Again, with the magical kids, they can grow themselves up. What kind of powers do they possess? Are they both magical like their mom? We'll see. I also like, again, Agnes just watches it, just whatever. It's these things happen. Kids just grow up, and I like how she says you can't control kids no matter how you want to. Very, very pointed. We see in this episode, we got a hint of it last episode, but in this episode, I think it's fair to call this Wanda's heel turn. People being controlled by her are in pain, and her grief is psychic weight pulling them down, dragging them down. I wondered, I'm sure everyone else did, why was Director Hayward, so intent on painting her negatively? Maybe to justify his later actions. But to be honest, was he saying anything actually wrong? At least from an outsider's perspective. Also, he calls her a prime victimizer. That, wow, when you think about it, wow. It actually puts into perspective some of the talk from Wonder Woman 84 about, who consent and all that stuff. We have Monica and Jimmy and Darcy sort of trying to defend Wanda as maybe out of control of her powers or something wrong emotionally. She's not intending to hurt people. I like that the whole drone thing really brought out Wanda's potential bad side, I guess, especially those red eyes on the black and white screen. It was dumb as hell. I think if we can agree, dumb as hell. Why would you shoot a fucking missile at someone who literally can recreate reality? Why do you think that will work? Even the mea culpa afterwards was dumb as hell. She's stupid powerful, and she just knows swords is nothing as a threat to her. In fact, I'd say she's being kind of nice about this, and that she's like, leave me alone and I'll leave you alone. I feel like we saw a little bit of that I'll kill you Thanos attitude in her approach to how she talked to Sword. And she's right. She says she has what she wants, and she's not letting anyone take it from her. So that implies that trying to bring her to reality is a threat. We do wonder some things about this. Why are Monica's tests unreasonable? There's some theories. I'm not going to speculate too much on it because I don't want to spoil shit for myself or disappoint myself, but we can guess at possible powers. What could it be? A lot of the stuff that we, the audience, who have been following the MCU, know firsthand from watching the movies seems to be common knowledge in the MCU, at least among agents and officers within SWORD. Like the Infinity Stones and all the activities surrounding them, which makes sense. They would have had dossiers on them. We've seen them in the MCU before. But the details of the final battle versus Thanos seem to be common knowledge, even to someone like Monica, who just got back from the blip, which I find interesting. But given the situation, I suppose Wanda would have given an after-action report, and so everybody who was involved in the final battle would have told their side of the story. So it makes sense. I do like that they acknowledged what we all sort of saw, which was that Wanda is dumb, powerful, and could have killed Thanos. And Captain Marvel, likewise. In fact, her powers are epic level right now. Let's call it like it is. Epic level. In the comics, she is an Omega level mutant, and she is definitely on that level here. Because she's literally rewriting reality and conjuring things into existence. Wanda's also a huge hypocrite in this episode. Come on. Telling Billy and Tommy that they have to accept death and not use powers to avoid pain of loss. What the hell is she doing? It's ridiculous. We see Vision. Is he Ghost Vision? Is he Dead Vision? What is he? Some version of Vision that she thinks she's recreating. I don't know. But he notices how convenient things are in Westview and inconsistencies in the way it's presented. And he unlocks Norm's memories and realizes that Wanda's, she's hurting people. And this also explains why, once he realizes she's controlling things, why she's fine with just showing powers in the reality, because she controls reality. Darcy continues to be cool. There's this idea or hope amongst fandom that Darcy and Jimmy will have a show. I co-signed that a million times. I wants it. Let's have it. But she's pretty awesome in this episode, coming up with the hex, even though she's not called. Apparently, Wanda's not the Scarlet Witch in this. She does seem to pick up on some coldness towards Captain Marvel from Monica. I'm sure we'll hear more about that. And she understands that the Infinity Stones are why the two most powerful people in the MCU are Wanda and Captain Marvel. I like the Vision at work. Who the hell sent that email? Was it just something that they intercepted through Wi-Fi? And why would it come through on this old Commodore 64? Which by the way, that's awesome. Commodore 64s. And Vision unlocking the memories, just showing that Wanda's control isn't harmless. I think it's interesting that the twins recognize that things aren't right in Westview, that their mom has powers, and she's using them. And we sort of wonder, as a result, did she conjure Pietro out of the air? I really love the confrontation between Vision and Wanda at the credits. Again, channeling the whole Thanos, her attitude toward Thanos when she says, "Can't I?" to Vision about controlling him. So crazy that she would talk to the man she loved like that. Vision is pleading for her to stop by appealing to her humanity, and I'd say he's trying to save her soul. And probably not winning in that regard. She says she's doing it for the family. Sounds an awful lot like Walter White from Breaking Bad. And she keeps on lying. Let's call it like it is. She's lying. Says she isn't controlling things. And maybe she didn't start it, but she's definitely continuing it. And she's running with it because she has the power. And finally, let's just cover it right now. Let's make it official. That big fucking reveal. Huge reveal at the end of the gigantic. I had to Lord my God, I couldn't contain myself. Evan Peters, Quicksilver from the Fox X-Men. Is that who he is in this? Can we hope? Can we dare to dream that this is the X-Men's entree into the MCU? I don't know. I don't know how much should I believe and hope on this. Is he just a placeholder? Is this just Marvel fucking with us? We don't know. That's the beauty of this. They are playing with our emotions and with our minds. She recast Pietro, exactly. And is she recasting an X-Men? Is this a multiverse thing? Did she draw him from a multiverse? Did she create him from thin air? This isn't like her other brother, so he's literally not going to be the same. We don't know. It's so beautiful. So much speculation we're going to be having this week. So many thoughts. It's crazy. It's awesome. God, they know how to make great entertainment at Marvel. Marvel Studios, they're doing the best, the Lord's work. They learn all the good lessons from comics and event comics, all that stuff, all the tie-ins. They have channeled all the best about that and made a wonderful bit of TV, and we're all the better for it. Okay, maybe I got a little animated there. It's all good. I love this show. Can't wait for the next episode. And that's my spoilers for episode 5. Did you like my review? Leave a comment down below. Or you can hit me up at Gmail, supernotfunnyshow@gmail.com, on Twitter at supernotfunnys1. Please hit the like if you like this review, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit the bell to be notified when the Super Not Funny Show drops new content. Well, that's it for me on this long little review of episode 5, of WandaVision. Until next time, I'll catch you on the other side of the thread, all you Fabricans and Fleshbags. I've been Jen Thépuppét, and I'll check you on the other side. Peace.